45 miles away. It snowed pretty damn good, excuse my language, pretty darn good over here yesterday. I heard there was a fatality though. Back there in Cayman, I passed one. There was a rollover at mile marker 40. I think looked like an SUV. They probably fell asleep and went into the median and just started rolling. Let's just say it did not look like an SUV when I went by it. And I heard that there was everyone inside died. And what I heard was that there was 3 fatalities in that. That they actually flew life watch out and landed on the interstate. And so they had, the interstate was shut down, even though the wreckage was in the median. When I came up on it, everybody, there was like 5 or 6 were right in the middle of the median. We're looking west down through the median. And as I was coming up on it, I saw the tracks veer off of the eastbound side down through the median and into the median, and at one point they just stopped. So either they woke up and tried to steer back onto the interstate and probably overcorrected, and the tires dug in, and then it just started rolling. And if nobody had their seatbelts on, I don't know. I didn't hear nothing other than what the truck drivers were saying and everything. And then over here at Flagstaff, they said it got so bad on the interstate from the ice and snow that one I don't know. All I heard was that there was 1 fatality over here due to the ice and snow on the interstate. So apparently it got bad enough it was snowing down at 7,000 feet, which is what Flagstaff is. Humphreys is what, 10,000 or something. So I'm expecting to snow up there, but 7,000 feet. And it was sticking. I mean, it had to be sticking if it got slick out. So I don't even know what the temperature was yesterday in Flagstaff. But so yeah, today was supposed to be, well, actually I guess I looked at the forecast yesterday, it was supposed to be 41. So it either must have snowed the night before is when the accident happened, but maybe it was yesterday, because it did say 26 for a low. I don't know if that was a low for the day or what, but so yeah, I just got done coming through Williams. Oh, I did catch the Peavine sub coming out. I don't know which. It was the mixed freight. A lot of steel coil cars, box cars, and tankers, and flat cars. I saw a couple of flat cars with sheet steel on it. See it. So I was saying that's Mount Humphreys up there. I'm not even zoomed in any. People, I'm working on it. You don't turn these things on a dime. Somebody behind me, because I'm not doing their speed limit, which is 85. You gotta be doing 85. I'm doing 78 right now. Drink. Got a frog in my throat. I stopped over at Ash Fork, is where I caught the train coming out on the sub. I was gonna grab some video, but when I got stopped, of course I stopped at the first one, and that's where I saw the train. And there was no place to get a spot to park except for the truck stop or the fuel stop parking lot, and I didn't want to go all the way over there. So then I went up to the next one, and that wasn't any better, so I basically parked on the on-ramp. Because the shoulder dipped down too much, and you don't do that with a flatbed and a load. I'd stop and tighten the straps. If the straps are loose, just loose enough, and the load shifts, then I gotta get somebody out there to fix it, and I ain't gonna do that. I mean, yeah, I can try to correct it using my a strap and the portable winch on the other side of the truck, but that's kind of hard to do sometimes. Or vice versa. You know, just wherever you put that portable winch. And a ratchet always works better than the portable wrench or portable winch. I'll have to show you what a portable winch is. Let's see next. Oh, somebody flew off of there. Wow. And I also wanted to video in here. Signal's poor, so I'm not going to do a live stream. This section in here between Williams and Flagstaff, I get close to the railroad tracks, get close to the interstate, so I can do some rail fanning for you all. Since I haven't been doing anything, I've posted 2 videos in the last, 2 weeks now? But, and of course, I was taking videos and taking pictures and stuff with the phone. And when you don't have a really good signal, it takes a long time to upload that stuff. I have noticed, 6-minute video, it got uploaded in about 3 minutes, I think. I might be shortening my videos here, especially out here on the road, unless I get stopped and then I can do it. Which reminds me, I still have all those videos on the laptop I need to upload. And I could be pulling double duty. Anything on the phone, upload it right away, and then anything on the computer, I need to do it while I'm stopped for the night. That barn looks like it's coming along nicely. Oh, got a call from my mom today. Found out there was almost a tornado in La Crosse last night. And then, of course, it's been raining lots and lots, and found out a few people have water in their basements, and even clear up on the east side, which is higher than where I live. Found out that the creek that runs through the grass park on the south side of town was flooded the highway. Nobody could get to Rush Center this morning. Somebody said the dike in Rush Center. Oh, and I should rephrase this: is that it has crested and then has gone down, but apparently it's supposed to rain again today and tonight, and it's supposed to the creek is supposed to crest again, the one in Rush Center, and they're worried about it cresting over the bank, over the dike. So they've evacuated the south side of Rush Center. Well, Rush Center is about, there is 2 major highways, and there is a 4-way stop, but let's just say if you didn't have to stop, you'd miss it, maybe. And then you got the railroad tracks, which are, not, they're in operation, but there's no through freight trains anymore, just local running. There's a lot of snow up there. So anyway, they've evacuated the south side of Rush Center because of the creek down there. Like I said, the creek that runs through the grass park, it was up over the highway 183, so you couldn't get to Rush Center this morning. Rush Center south of La Crosse. I have seen that do that one other time, and it was probably back in the 80s or something, probably when I was still in high school. Maybe just after I came back from Phoenix from school, so that'd been early 90s. But yes, I have seen that creek flow over the top of the highway, and that creek is probably it's a four box bridge, meaning there's 4 tunnels underneath the highway, and they're probably at least 6 foot tall. I don't think you could probably stand up in them, but maybe 6 foot by 6 foot. And then the bridge is probably another 3 feet to the top, 2 foot. I'd probably say 2 foot to the top to the highway. And then the creek bed, it's probably 2 or 3 feet deep at that point. So 3 feet there, and then the bank, well, you're talking 6 foot, 7, 8 foot, that's 11 foot. That's probably about 12 foot of water to go across the highway at that point. And 12 foot up on the banks, There is a walk bridge that goes across, and oh, I do remember now. I think the walk bridge was underwater, or at least the approaches from either side of the bridge were underwater. That's how bad it got. Man, there's snow back here in the trees still. Look, that's pretty bad, and it's 57 degrees right now. Snow all over the place. It really did snow up here. Wow. So see, people, no matter where you're at, like I said, I don't know what the temperature was yesterday, but 7,000 feet, and the temperature and just the right amount of rain turning to snow. It snowed up here. I mean, it looks like it's most of it's melted off already, but it can snow. And of course, there's the road tracks right over there. Probably not going to see any trains, my luck. I think the grain train was back there at Seligman, if that's pronounced right. I never can pronounce that. Seligman. I think it's Seligman. But, and Sparky, for your information, I'm running 78 miles per hour. Okay, I got 2 more miles an hour if I need to go that fast, but I don't like going that fast. So you can just zip it. He didn't like me getting passed in California, but I ain't gonna speed over 60 in California. You get tickets. I can't afford a ticket right now. I got a tree to remove. I got to buy a shed. I got to get the groundwork so to bring the shed in. We might have to fork over the money to replace the carpet in the basement, and I'd be glad to do that. Probably put some type of laminate down, maybe, or put a laminate down, and then get maybe some of this foam boards or foam tiles, and put them down so I'm not walking on laminate or tile. I think maybe one of the Nathan said tiles or something. But I definitely want to put something down, cushion. But I also want the cushions to be able to where I can roll across with a chair, because my layout's going to be a sit-down layout where I can roll around on the chair. So maybe tiles would just be better, and I'd get me a nice cushioning chair and just sit down, but working on it. Anyway, see, there's no snow back here. It's all melted from back over here. Get my camera system hooked up, figure out where I want the cameras. I definitely want 2 off either side of the mirrors, so I need to get me a bracket to do that. It's going to be hanging out underneath the mirrors. Well, actually, it's going to be hanging off of the bracket for the mirror, and then it's going to be hanging down below the mirror, not actually mounted to the mirror, because I don't want to do that. Hanging out, well, round balls. Come on, what are you doing? You need to get over or something, because I gotta kick the cruise off. Really? You're gonna hang out there for that long? You're only doing, well, they're doing the speed limit. I'm gonna ride their butt. Had plenty of time for you to get over, and I could have gotten around you. Now they're down to 72. Need to watch my distance, because Highway Patrol doesn't like you tailgating. But you know what? They're not doing the speed limit. How do you get somebody to do the speed limit if they're, you gotta tailgate. That's 15 minutes. That was the GPS telling me that it lost signal and wasn't able to record, and now it just started receiving the signal again and started the recording again. All right, let's go. tires, you look at the trailer tires, I bet they're rated for 55 or 65 mile an hour, and he's running 75 out here. That's how you have tire blowouts, people. You don't believe me? Look at your tires. Look at your tires on your trailers. He's still in the left lane. He must be a foreigner. I'm gonna drive the left lane.